Welcome to the Art Project. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, like the video if you actually like the video, and comment down below.
Like and subscribe or Mr. Brown will come get you.
So this video is basically late. I made this mural, if you want to call it that, painting on my door of my classroom for Halloween, and I'm just now posting it here at the beginning of December. But I figure better late than never. So maybe you can use this as inspiration for next year or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you don't even have a classroom. Maybe you just came here for the great videos. So anyway, this video is late. I play Dungeons and Dragons, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've probably seen some of the videos where I draw monsters from the monster manual, or I don't know, something like that. I don't do it very often, but occasionally. And so I was taking a nap one day, and I woke up from my nap, and I often have, I don't know if y'all do this, but I had this really clear thought. Like I have when I wake up from a nap, I have such clarity of thought, and I know, like, I need to do this or I need to do that. And then by the time I get up and make coffee and start going, it's gone. It's like whatever it was I was thinking of is just gone. And I can't either I can't do it at all, or I can't remember what it was. I don't know. But anyway, this particular day, actually not this day in the video, but this particular day that I had that took the nap, I thought I want to do a beholder. I want to do a Dungeons and Dragons beholder on the wall outside my room. But I thought before I do the beholder on the wall, I need to do a painting on the door for Halloween. I don't know why I felt like that had to come first, but I felt like it did. So I started on the door first. The beholder on the wall never saw the light of day. I have not done that yet. But I started this one on the door, and it's a mimic. If you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons at all, you're probably familiar with the mimic. A mimic is a monster that traditionally is a treasure chest that lures the adventurers in with the expectation of riches and wealth and gold, what have you, only to find out that it's not really a treasure chest. It is a monster pretending to be a treasure chest, and then it opens its mouth and engulfs the would-be adventurer. So, but they can take any form. It doesn't have to be a treasure chest. I played a game not long ago where it was an actual ceiling. The mimic disguised itself as the ceiling, so you enter the room, you don't think there's anything there, you look around for a little bit, and then all of a sudden the mimic just drops down on top of you and eats you, swallows you up. But in this case, I'm doing the door, and I had a image that I was going by, and I was trying to match it up the best I could. To be honest with you, I could just paint teeth all day long. That's my favorite part. I don't know why, but I just really like doing the teeth. There's some things that I would like to change about these teeth that I painted, but it is what it is. I painted teeth, and that's it. But had fun with the teeth, and had fun with the painting. My students, it was kind of funny because, as I was painting it, obviously until the whole thing's on the wall, it's in some at some level of abstraction. And so the students were looking at it and like, what is that? What are you doing? What are you painting? It wasn't until I had most of it done that they realized it was this really creepy creature or whatever. So this is my classroom door as a mimic. Really kind of had to experiment with the color. Whenever I'm doing these paintings like this, I just have to think I can do it. Just have to trust myself and dive right in. And the funny thing I think about drawing and painting I mean, obviously, if you can't do it, you can't do it. You know, like if you're just really bad at painting or you're really bad at drawing or whatever, but you would have to be really bad or at painting or drawing, because this is the way I kind of see it. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm wrong here. But if you can paint or draw at all, then you can paint or draw well enough to impress most of the people that look at your work. So, if this painting of this mimic had not been half as um, skilled as it is, as well done as it is, and I'm not trying to honk my own horn, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Um, I'm just saying that even if I had done a lesser job, most people would have still been pretty impressed with it, because most people think that they cannot draw or paint. The moral of this story, if you're catching anything here at all, is just do it. Just paint. Just, throw your ideas up on the canvas. And in fact, listen to this. If you do not make your art, I'm trying to get this out right. If you do not make your art, then it is obviously a negative outcome. That is, there is no, that's a negative word, there is no art. It does not exist. It is not positive, it is negative. It is not there. Okay? But if you do make your art, if you do make the art, at least, at the very least, you've gotten that mistake out of the way. And if it's not a mistake, then it's a good thing that you did it. All right? Think about that a little bit. I was thinking about this earlier today. If you don't make the art, if you do not make the stuff that you're thinking about making, then it just doesn't exist at all. Nobody can look at it. Nobody can touch it. You can't sell it. You can't hang it in your house. You can't give it away as a gift. You can't count it as a mistake that you learned from. It's not there. It's nothing. So if you make the art and you mess up, at least you can say you've made that mistake. You got that mistake out of the way. You messed up and you learned from it, hopefully. Or even if you didn't even if you didn't learn from it, at least you messed up and you got that mess up out of the way. But if you learned from it, then that's even better. And if it's not messed up, if it's not a complete loss, if you actually did something and it turned out halfway decent, then it's a good thing that you did it. It's a good thing that you took the time to actually make it. So, in the end, moral of the story, go make some art. Don't be afraid to make some art. I cannot tell you how much time I have wasted not making art because I was afraid that I wasn't going to do good. I didn't want to have to deal with the frustration of the mistake. I didn't want to have to deal with the frustration of not, being adequate, not being accepted, not being approved of. So much time wasted doing that. But anyway, I hope this is turning out right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the teeth. I struggled with the eyes quite a bit, and finally decided to get a different reference photo to do the eyes. I added a lot of eyes. I figure the more eyes, the creepier, the better. And so I added a bunch of eyes. You're going to see here in a second after getting these just kind of situated there. And by the way, I painted over the yellow so many times. There's the reference photo right there. It was just this crazy picture of a guy I saw on the internet. He was an older fellow, so he had wrinkly eyes. And I just loved the way his were. And so I used that for the shadows and basically just painted the same eye over and over and over again on this door. Eventually, I wrapped this picture up by taking it down off the wall, off the door after Halloween, and rolling it up and putting it in a tube and shipping it to a friend of mine in Pennsylvania. Hope you like it. There it is. Your turn. Go make some art.